everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am the Electrified Latina, and today I have a super unique, super lightweight, and super fun e-bike to review. Meet the Leoguar Pro folding electric bike. So this is super nimble, it folds, and I love the way it looks, guys. So I'm going to be telling you all about its specs. One of its very special features is that the battery is right here integrated into the seat post. So it has a very clean look, no batteries elsewhere. You can't even tell this is an electric bike. But before we dive in, let's roll the intro. The Flippo Pro is ultra lightweight at only 55 pounds. It folds and it's perfect for commuting and also for easy storage because its footprint is so small. Guys, I also love the looks of this bike. It's so clean, you can't even tell it's an electric bike. I love the lemon yellow color. I mean, this color just screams, it pops. And if you guys have been watching my channel, you know I love colors that are going to stand out, and they're also going to make you more visible and safe. Now also the paint is really well done. It's shiny, it's smooth. The welds are very well done, very professional. It feels like a robust frame, although on the skinny side. And it also comes with water cage bosses up here. I always love to see that, so you can attach a water bottle. Now guys, let me show you how it folds, okay? So first, come on over, John. There is a little click right here. You pump it up, you pull it back towards you. Okay, so now bars fold like that. Then in the middle, again, you pull this little lever here, you pull out like so, and then you just bring it towards you like that. The hinge here is very strong too, so you do it on a V like that, and then John, come on over. I want to show them something, Johncito. So this bike has something that's very unique, unlike any other folders. I want to show you right here. So it comes with this magnet right there, and it's going to attach with this other magnet right here. This is super cool, guys. So let me show you now. I'm going to do this. The two magnets are going to click in place. So when you lift the bike, it's not going to move on you. And it's so annoying when that happens with other e-bikes. Oops, let me get it right. Guys, check out how compact this is, okay? And if you remove the seat with a seat post battery, it's gonna make it way lighter for you to be able to carry and like throw in your car. So super nice. And then just to put it back together, you bring it back out like this, like so. Whoop. Place it on the ground. Bring your handlebars up. You just click this, satisfactory click. Put the kickstand here, and then just close the hinge over here. That's it. The Flippo accommodates riders from 5'3" to 6'5", and although it's a pretty small bike, it does accommodate varied height riders, very tall riders, because it has a telescoping seat post, and it also has telescoping handlebar stem. Very useful, guys. So I am 5'11" with a 33-inch inseam, and this is how it fits me. Right there. I have the seat post pretty high. I mean, I have it like ready for pedaling right now with a proper extension, leg extension right there. And so the minimum seat height is 32 inches and the maximum seat height is 39 inches. Standover height from the floor to the top is 43 inches, so it makes it pretty accessible, easy to throw a leg over the frame just like that. Now the wheelbase, guys, it's only 49 inches, so it's a pretty short wheelbase, and that's going to give it a very nimble feeling, like you can just whip it like a BMX bike out on the road. So for the saddle, we have this leather. It's a Velo plush, which looks so good. I love the touches of the lemon yellow contrasting the frame. This is a true cyclist seat. It's high quality. It's perfect for pedaling. Just keep in mind, it's not going to be very plush. Guys, now let me show you the settings of this awesome state-of-the-art display. First is physical buttons. We have right here on the top, this is your power on and off button. Then we have very nice and reactive buttons right here, the plus, the minus. You do have a walk mode when you press on the minus button right there. And then underneath, as you can see, there's another button that has another different functions. And right next to it and under, this is a USB-C charging port. Very nice that they included all of this. There's a lot of functionality here. Now let's go to the screen. So we have 5 different PAS levels, as you can see right here on the bottom right there, front and center, the big numbers. These are going to be for your speed. Then right here on the top to the left, we have your battery bars, followed by the percentage. And then if we go all the way to the right, you're gonna see we have the time, the time of your trip, and then your trip distance, so you can like track individual rides, and then your odometer right on the bottom. Then guys, if you can see this number right here, it says C2. Well, you can change between C1 and C2. C1, it's going to like limit the speed that you get on each pedal assist, and it's going to be a very mild riding experience. Like it's going to cap it at a pretty low speeds. But once you get into C2, then you're going to be getting like full power. So, you know, before I had it on C1, and then I felt like the pedal assist wasn't working up until I got to like pedal assist 4. But now that I have it on C2, it does work from pedal assist 1, if that makes sense. The company explained that to me, and you have to go into the deep settings in order to change from C1 to C2. This is a very customizable display, guys. There's a setting too. I have my light on all the time, so I don't even have to worry about like turning it on and off. It's just on all the time. So like I said, there's a lot of things that you can do to play with it. Let me know if you want me to do a separate video with all those deep settings. So what is powering this bike? Okay, so we have a rear hub motor. This is a 350 watt that peaks at 500 watts. Now guys, here you're gonna say like, oh, that's not very powerful. You know, all the bikes that are reviewed, they're like 500 watt and up, and 500 watts, it's rare for me to review one of those. I mainly review 750 watts, but here you have to think about power and weight ratio. Okay, with this being such a light bike, this motor does feel very powerful. It's going to have no problem taking you up some inclines. Okay, so, and it is very torquey. It takes off pretty fast, so don't let that dissuade you from this bike. It also has a torque of 45 Newton meters, and it is actuated by a torque sensor. Yay! So Leoguar sells 2 models of this Flippo. The regular Flippo is a cadence sensor, and the Pro comes with a torque sensor, which in my opinion, for $100 more, it's worth to get the torque sensor. Now for the battery, like I said, it's so cool how it's integrated onto the seat post. So this is an LG 48 volt 10 ampere hour for an estimated range of 45 miles, which if you're pedaling, it does sound like a very fair estimate to me. Guys, another thing I wanted to show you is for sale too, as an upgrade, Leoguar has a seat post clamp that's keyed. So they give you 2 keys, and then you can, if you're gonna go to the store or something, you can just press this button and lock it for security. So super cool. So 480 watt hours of capacity right here. It's going to make your bike a little bit top heavy. So when you're going up inclines, like all the weight's on the back, it's easy to lift the front. That would be the only downside, but just keep that in mind. Maybe keep some of your weight a little bit to the front so it doesn't do that. First impressions on the Leoguar Flippo Pro. Let's talk about contact point, guys. So starting with the pedals, you know, they are plastic, they are foldable. So if your shoes are a little bit wet, they're going to be a little bit slippery. These are not the grippiest pedals. I'd much rather have the metal ones or even the plastic ones, but with the studded, they have like studded things so they grip to your shoe. So, they're okay. You can always change them. Now the hand grips. These are really nice, guys. Leoguar did a very good job here. Very comfortable. They're good for all kinds of sized hands. Very soft. They have this texture to it, so if you're not wearing gloves, your hands are going to stick nicely to them. Now the saddle, this is a true cyclist saddle. It's pretty narrow. It's going to be great for pedaling. You're not going to get the rub in between your legs from having a wider saddle. Now if you want to go on longer rides, this is not a very plush saddle. It is going to feel pretty stiff for you. So, but I think it looks great. And then you can always wear like padded cycling shorts for this one if you want to keep this saddle. Okay, so now the feel of the bike, it just feels, guys, so light, nimble, especially if you're coming from like the heavy fat tire e-bikes. I mean, this bike is just so agile. I'm going to do some like zigzags here so you can see. It's so fun. You can like cut in and out. You can really carve. It's gonna take quick turns. You can do tight U-turns too. Yeah, this is what makes it such a whippy, just fun bike. Now it's very comfortable, the position, because I can bring my seat all the way up. So I have this really nice leg extension for sure. Woo! And then the handlebar stem, it comes up. I'm a little bit forward. I could have it a little bit higher, but super nice. And also, even with me being this tall, 5'11", with a 33-inch inseam, and being a pretty small bike, but it still fits me really well. There's enough distance between my knees and the handlebars. The reach from the saddle to the handlebars, it's perfect. I think this is the very first small e-bike like this that truly fits me like a glove. I usually feel like a giant and I'm uncomfortable with this size e-bike. But so yeah, well done Leoguar with this. Now, the torque sensor. So this is the Flippo Pro, meaning it's going to come with a torque sensor instead of a cadence sensor. So let me tell you about the differences and if it will be worth for you to pay an extra $100 to get the torque sensor. So if you want to exercise more, the torque sensor is for you. So this is going to provide for a very natural and intuitive riding experience because the bike is going to give you power based off on the pedal, the pressure that you put on the pedals, versus the cadence sensor. You just have to rotate the pedals and your bike's gonna go. So with this one, there is no ghost pedaling. Like, your bike needs to feel the pressure in order to be able to go. So another advantage of torque sensor against the cadence sensor is that because it doesn't have the ghost pedaling, because you have to pedal in order to go, this is going to provide you with more efficiency, meaning better and more range than with a cadence sensor. So if you want to really get exercise, if you really want to feel like you're almost riding a regular bike, the torque sensor is for you. Guys, this is a pedal assist test. Obviously starting from number 1. Okay, so 12, 13, yeah, more commonly keeps you at like around 12, and I'm pedaling with good effort. Let's go to number 2. Okay, putting some more effort in, 14 miles an hour. So you're gonna get about a mile and a half more on pedal assist 2. Not very noticeable between 1 and 2. Pedal assist 3, I do not notice absolutely any difference between 2 and 3. I'm still going 13 miles an hour. We're starting to go up a little bit. John, let's do a U-turn. Vuelta. Let me show you a U-turn, guys. And woo, so easy. Good turning radius. Let's do 4. Okay, pedal assist 4. Here we go. Smooth ramp up of power. Not a lot more, but still, well, yeah. 16, 17 miles an hour. It's pretty good. Maintaining 16. All right, and pedal assist 5, guys. Woo! Now I did feel a nice, vámonos, John. Nice ramp up of power. 20, 20.8, 21 miles an hour. And once the motor feels the 21, it's going to bring you back down into the 20s, the 20 mile an hour. Unfortunately, Leoguar just limited this bike to 20 miles an hour for safety reasons. If I remember correctly, I've seen YouTubers with the older versions, they were able to get I think around 30, 32 miles an hour, which would have been so fun, guys, to get this bike up to those speeds. So for me, for people like me, it's such a big bummer. But for what you're going to be using this bike for, it's probably going to be a lot of city commuting, I think 20 miles an hour will serve you well. Guys, now we're going to do the reactivity test. So let me do it on, okay, I'm on pedal assist 4. So going slow, slow, slow. Let's do pedaling first. 8, 7 miles an hour. 1, 2, 3, pedal, go. 1, 2. Oh, wow, that felt slow. All right, so the higher you are in your pedal assist, the faster it's going to react. So let's do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, and pedal. 1. Awesome. Oh my gosh, so much better. It only took 1 pedal revolution for it to kick in. That's really good. Now, reactivity test with the throttle, going slow. 1, 2, 3, twist. That took like a half a second. Let me slow down again a little bit. 1, 2, 3, and go. Yeah, it's like a second or 2. Yeah, now it reacted a little bit faster. Yeah, it's like more like a leaning towards a second. Guys, so let's say you're at a stoplight. You're with traffic, you need to take off fast. This bike is gonna do it whether you're on pedal assist or on throttle. It does react pretty fast, but keep in mind that you have to be on pedal assist 5 to get the quickest reaction possible. Okay guys, acceleration test 0 to 20, throttle only, chronometer on top. 1, 2, 3, go. Woo. Crouching all the way down. And 16. Hey! Not bad, guys. Not bad for a 350 watt motor. Yep. Guys, acceleration test, pedal assist on 5, chronometer on top. 1, 2, 3, go. Let's go. Reacts right away. So cool. Okay. And 20. Whew. Felt like the throttle was faster. Results will be at the top. Yes. Guys, this is a hill test. I'm going to be doing a 15% incline. It's short. Let's see what the 350 watt motor can do. Gonna take a little bit of a running start here. Check out the turning radius too, which is nice and tight. Pedal assist 3, throttle only. It's accelerating through part of the hill, and then it slows down all the way at the top, but 4 miles an hour, but I still didn't have to help it. And now let's check out the brakes, guys. Going down, nice and tight, very good brakes. Another tight turn here, coming down. Woo! Excellent hill climbing. Guys, this is the brake test. Pedaling as hard as I can. 16, 17, and 19 brake. Woo! Really good stopping power, guys. There's no pulsating. They're very linear. They're strong. I love them. They are Tektro mechanical disc brakes with 160 millimeter rotors. And actually, for a little bike, they have a pretty good thickness to them. Now, I wish they were hydraulic disc brakes, but I still can't complain because they work really good. This bike is very practical to store and take anywhere as it is so light and compact. As a matter of fact, this is the lightest e-bike I have ever tried, and you guys know I've tried a lot of bikes. Also, it comes at a very fair price of $11.99, considering it also comes with a torque sensor. If you want to save yourself $100, you can go with the one that has a cadence sensor. But I really dig it. This bike is great for exercising too. Now guys, things that I would like to see improved. I would like to see hydraulic disc brakes instead of the mechanical disc brakes. Mechanical disc brakes just take a bigger force pulling back for the bike to stop, versus hydraulic, you just have to barely press them and then it stops you on a dime. Again, this bike has no problem stopping on a dime. I'm actually pretty impressed by this mechanical hydraulic disc brakes. Another thing that can be improved is the front headlight. It could be a lot brighter, especially if you're going to be riding at night, obviously. You can always add another light up here for good visibility to keep you safe. The other thing that would make this bike great is the addition of a front suspension. But yet again, guys, Leoguar is trying to keep this bike the lightest possible, and that would increase the weight. Guys, thank you so much for coming along to another one of my videos. Always so much fun making this content for you. I will be seeing you very soon back for another video, more reviews. I will leave a link in the description below so you can get an additional discount on this bike. I will tell you what it is up on the screen. They're having some massive Black Friday sales, guys, so go check it out. Great little bike. I will be seeing you very soon. Always remember, whatever you're doing, happy riding. Stay safe.